10th Invitational. It is finals day here at the Helderberg Rugby Stadium, and we are getting ready for our first Under-20 Cup semi-final one. It is the South African All-Stars Academy up against the Serengeti Elephants. And with me in the commentary box, I've got Paul Dalpert, former Blitzbox women's coach. Paul, we've had a first block of scintillating matches, great entertainment in the break as well. But now it comes down to the business part, and this is where you want to make your presence felt.
You do, down to the business end. And two of us were saying earlier, we have been looking forward to the emergence of the SA All-Stars all day. They were phenomenal on Saturday, Charles. So really looking forward to it. And again, the Elephants have shown us touches, and you know, in these playoff games, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything can happen. We have seen that all these teams are so competitive, but at the moment, the SA All-Stars Academy have shown the standard, and we know the Elephants have had a match this morning, and they've had some key guys standing up, and those guys need to stand up against this very well-oiled machine, and that is the likes of Uvuya Makajima, as well as Andre Engelbrecht. They've been standout performance for this Elephants team.
They have, and you know, if we just look at the All-Stars, they are such a refined outfit. You know, they have a really good balance. They've got good playmakers. The fundamentals are fantastic, and as we have a look now, their kickoffs were brilliant on Saturday, probably winning back over 50% of their contestable kickoffs.
Yeah, this is where it starts as, again, a lovely high-hanging restart. The ref says play can continue. It's in that familiar navy blue strip. That is the SA All-Stars. And in the orange is the Serengeti Elephants. Again, All-Stars always look to speed up play, looking for that opportunities. Again, good flat passing, nice and swift movement. And again, trying to see how they can burst through the middle. Elephants strong over the ball. But at the moment, the All-Stars just knowing how to regain possession. Always a lot of patience being shown on their side. They've got a lot of numbers here on the right-hand side. Again, the show and go, but the Elephants' defense remains resolute. And not enough support given, and the Elephants get the turnover ball. As they look to speed up play, trying to run from their own 22. That's the man, Mikajima, releasing the outside pacey backs. Now Mikajima again wrestles with 2 to 3 players. It takes a lot of guys to get him down, and they eventually bundle him out. I've been really impressed by the physicality and the aggression of this SA All-Stars team, Paul. They really look like Suid-Afrikaans sê, hulle is lus vir vandag se spel.
They certainly are, as we see them just trotting into touch there on the far side. But you're right, what a fantastic start to this game. As you were saying, good defensive set by the Elephants. You know, the All-Stars Academy charging on, really showing their continuity on attack, you know, doing the right things at the right time. Good patience there from the Elephants. And you can see both teams are certainly up for this battle.
Yeah, absolutely. This is going to be a tight, contestable, especially in this line out, and they get the turnover ball. That is the All-Stars Academy. And now they're letting the balls move quite swiftly through the hands. Lovely little cut-out pass. Now some space on the outside to release the Spitzer. Good inside offload. Always trying to make the ball look alive, and that is the number 8. It is Siraj Seister, one of the standout performers for this South African All-Stars Academy. We marked him in the pre-match chat, Paul. This guy is a real troublemaker if he has the ball in hand.
Yeah, Seister absolutely. He's been pulling the strings for this talented All-Stars Academy team, and certainly not surprising that he dots the ball down for the first score and the first points of this semi-final.
Yeah, also really impressed about how they're keeping the ball alive on any occasion. That is going to be the difference in terms of trying to get the dominance over the opposition.
Certainly, Charles, and they move teams around so well. You can see them there, the Elephants being stretched, you know, coast to coast, and the ability for them to get the ball away and to keep that continuity, to keep going forward while doing that. Very impressive attack from this SA All-Stars team.
Yeah, these All-Stars Academy is so well-oiled machine. Of course, their first matches, they were one of the first teams to qualify for this under-20 men's division semi-final. As the Elephants will look to bounce back. It's Mikajima once again with ball in hand. Good strong defense by Edwin Smith. Nikajima again getting over the advantage line, but the ref says play can continue. There's no ruck was formed, so the hands could go into the turn of a ball. Now the academy have numbers to burn, but again, disappointing pass. But they managed to regain possession, and they get the penalty as well. Quick tap as they try to further inflict more pressure on this defense of the Elephants. Lovely little stab through. A very strong tackle there on Jodri Yemba. Yemba wasn't too keen on getting up there. Paul was a hard hit on him.
It was. These games have been so physical, Shaw, and they continue to be super interesting battle going on here. Again, Seister looking to apply some of his magic. Certainly wasn't a bad option. I think just should have kicked it straight in behind the defense, and he would have been in there under the poles.
Yeah. I'm sure this Elephants team has been really studying the way this academy team have played, especially on day one. They were dominant in all their matches, winning convincingly and scoring scintillating tries. But for now, the Elephants would want to get much needed relief out of their own 22. And the short-arm penalty awarded to the All-Stars Academy. Now an opportunity again to further build on their lead. Up to go again, route one. And the speed of the ruck at the moment so impressive as Seister puts on the afterburners. Man, oh man, this young boy is impressive. And just love the swagger and the confidence he possesses when he has ball in hand, Paul.
He certainly does, and he does the business too. He doesn't just possess that swagger, just the time that he has on the ball. It's something truly special. Again, giving away my age here, Charles, but almost Stephen Larkham-esque. You know, he really has time. He looks like he has 3, 4, 5 options every time he has the ball in his hands, and that's certainly a special characteristic to have.
Raj Seister and the SA All-Stars Academy entertaining all the fans as we see even the players enjoying all of the lovely entertainment that is on offer today here at the Rugby 10s Invitational at the beautiful Helderberg Rugby Stadium. And the SA All-Stars Academy have a healthy 14-point lead over the Serengeti Elephants. With less than 4 minutes to go, they would want to come back in terms of scoring the next try. A nice little high-hanging restart. Once again, and not gathering it. That is the number 10, Justin Vermeulen. He's also had a lot of minutes under the belt, Paul. But what I like about this Elephants team is that don't give up on all of those inches. They will come back in this match.
Yeah, Vermeulen certainly put in a shift this weekend. And you're right, this Elephants team never say die attitude. We can't count them out here. They're certainly going to find a way to get back into this game.
Yeah, Kumu Manakana with the feed. Good counter shove by the Elephants, but the Academy gets the ball. Siraj trying to pull the strings with a lovely little cutback. Lovely little basketball offload as the number 9. That is Devan van der Merwe. Tackled out meters away from the try line. And again, the enterprise being shown by this All-Stars Academy. Just feels like they've been together for such a long time, Paul, and they actually a combined squad of stars all over the place.
Very true, Shal, and they do. They've got a really good program running, really good system. But again, impressive scramble defense from this Elephant side. But I think here again, you've touched on it. Just look at the All-Stars putting the Elephants line out under pressure here.
Yeah, the overthrow given and a quick little easy canter over for Martin Swanepoel as he extends the lead for the Academy All-Stars. It is 19 points to 0 with a conversion to come. And when the momentum goes in your way, it seems like everything just falls into place, Paul.
It does, Charles. This All-Stars Academy side, such a finely tuned unit. Again, we're just looking at each player. For me, watching them play, you can see everyone understands their role. There's clarity. Everyone does what they need to do. You look at the big ball carriers, know when to carry. The playmakers know when they need to make some play and put people into space. And it's been such a clinical performance from them. in the 8.5 minutes of this first half.
Yeah. Again, great to see all the local fans coming to support. It's also been wonderful to see the interaction between players and the supporters. And that's what it's all about. Great culmination of rugby, friendships being built on and off the field. That's what we want to see. Seister restarts again. It's such a high-hanging kick, putting a lot of pressure on this Elephants to gather their own. Now the big strong run by Uvuyo Makajima. As Vermeulen opts to go same side. Good strong run by Hans Verster. As Vermeulen changes direction, it is Uvuyo Makajima with a show and go. But again, this defense of the academy is so well organized. And now some space on the outside. Good little step inside. And the offload not finding hands as the All-Stars Academy again trying to look for space, and again so strong with ball in hand and releasing that man Edwin Smith, who's been a menace in the line out. And a high tackle, and that's not going to make things any easier for this Elephants team that has been under a lot of pressure. And the All-Stars Academy, they don't want to waste any time. Good little step on the inside, and at the moment it's toying with this Elephants defense, putting the ball through the hands. And unfortunately on the buzzer, knocking the ball. It's been dominant from the South African All-Stars Academy as they take a healthy 19-point lead over the Serengeti Elephants. One of the first semi-finals in the under-20 men's division. There's a lot of scintillating knockout rugby coming soon, so don't go too far away. We're going to go down to the huddles to hear all the chat happening between these two top teams. It's the first semi-final against the SA All-Stars Academy against the Serengeti Elephants coming up next.
Maak dit vir onsself moeiliker as wat ons moet. Hoor julle wat ek sê? Right, volgende 5 minute soek ek alles wat jy het voor die changes begin opkom. Right, ons sny nou kele af. Right, die laaste bietjie hoop wat hy nou het, maak ons dood. Verstaan julle vir my? Dis reg so. Volgende 5 minute slaan ons hulle met alles wat ons het. Sit die game in die sakkies, is dit reg? Right, let's go boys. Laat nou maar, laat nou maar. Ons moet die vektor en die resort. Dis 'n penalty, let's go boys. Right, hulle is glo vir my. Hulle loop op die veld. Sê dit hulle. Hou die tempo op tel om speel van die veld af. 2 3. Ons is nie klaar nie boys.
Welcome back to the second half of this under-20 men's division. It's the semi-final where the SA All-Stars Academy having a dominant performance over the Serengeti Elephants. Paul, you've coached at the highest level. What do you think would have been the halftime chat in the Serengeti Elephants huddle to get some confidence and galvanizing their charges to get themselves back into this match?
Oh, I've got a smile on my face here. Charles, I don't think I'm a good enough coach to know the answer to that. This all-star team has just been utterly dominant. Again, as you're saying, as we see Makajima come away with the ball there, this would be it. Keep the ball, try and keep the ball away from the all-stars. Be your abrasive selves, get in behind them, you know, make the most of your opportunities presented, and that would have been my halftime score. Try and keep the ball away from this all-stars team.
Yeah, they look much more abrasive, much more energy on attack. Vermeulen trying to see if he can burst the tackle through the middle. And we know this academy will keep you honest there at the breakdown. They change direction now. Again, good strength being shown in the tackle fight by Taylor Rueda. And it's Jaden Gumede with a wonderful offload to the man who started at number 17, Hans Verster, who gets the 5-point Paul. Don't ever say you're not good enough. You're one of the best in the business. And everything that you've mentioned there, I think they've listened to you. And what a wonderful start for this Elephants team.
Yeah, Charles, look, just what the doctor ordered. And again, you know, this Elephants team, they are so dangerous when they keep the ball. It's just difficult, as we saw in the first half, under oodles of pressure from this All-Stars team, just unable to get their attacking game clicking. And this first half, they've certainly come out with intent And half the time, especially in these finals, that's all that you need. Energy, intent can take you a long way.
Yeah, that's probably going to be the approach now, to be intentional in every breakdown, in every tackle, with every ball carry. As a try scorer from Milan with a lovely high-hanging restart again. Good gather by the SA All-Stars Academy. That's been the difference in terms of how they've received kickoff as they opt to go to the blind side. Good little step again to evade the tacklers. Strong offloads once again. And at the moment, it looks like effortless ease from the try scorer, Justin Mankies. On day one, we've seen that blonde hair head making his way over the try line many a times. It reminds me always of Carl Brown there that you've played with. So industrious, busy player, but so highly effective.
Love that comparison. Carl Brown, one of the best in the world. Top man as well. But at the moment, Charles, two and a half minutes into the second half, it looks to me as though the All-Stars are playing chess and the Elephants, unfortunately, playing checkers.
Yeah, it's two different tales at the moment in the semi-final. At the moment, it's a one-way train from ESA All-Stars Academy. And as you mentioned earlier, Paul, a academy that is based in Pretoria, who really runs a well-oiled program. They've been together for such a long time, playing all different tournaments. As Seister again, just seeing and identifying the space, and a lovely deep kickoff to get set up the lineup rather in the 22 of the Elephants, and now again under pressure, and also under pressure on the scoreboard as the SA All-Stars Academy have a 21-point lead now over the Elephants. And at the moment again under the cosh as they look to see how they can make their way out of this very difficult position on the field. Opting to go for the short bailout line out. Now Mikajima trying to see what he can do to get his side over the advantage line, but again strong defense from this academy side.
Stay there, stay, move back.
Van Beelen trying to see if he can marshal his troops, but again a lot of pressure being applied, but good enterprise show by Jaden. As a turnover again is issued to the All-Stars Academy. They're going to have to be careful to remain 10, and a loose pass. Even though you dominate on the scoreboard, Paul, you still have to show a little bit of composure as well.
Yeah, you certainly do. But again, as we've said, Charles, this SS7's team in such good condition, loving to push the pace of the game, and they're not opting to go with a scrum or line out. They're opting to play again, and that's just been their brand throughout the weekend. I think it's made them, as successful as they've been. Magical offload there out the back.
Yeah, it's magic indeed as they set up the breakdown about 5 meters away. It's that man, Stefan van der Merwe, which takes two defenders to stop him. Again, cut out pass at the back and not easily going to the ground. The physicality and the determination shown, and a wonderful score by Supu Nyamane. A kiss on the badge and a great celebration. And maybe it's fair to say now the South African All-Stars Academy has at least 1 foot, if not 2, in that under-20 men's final.
They certainly do. And Nyamane, a real physical specimen. He's done some good work in the tights, and now getting his opportunity to carry and show us a bit of his fleet-footedness. And Yashal, as you've said, they've been operating at a different level from their first game on Saturday. A real joy to watch this SA All-Stars Academy side.
Yeah, they've set the stand in this tournament, definitely. Seister again has so much hang time in how he does the kickoff. Good gather by Jaden Kumede. Also had to deal with the wind on that occasion and doing excellently to gather that restart. Again, the rush defense being applied as the Elephants at the moment looking like there isn't a lot of options for them on this field. Mikajima tries to see if he can spot some sort of gap, and the way the All-Stars Academy swarms the tackler, really apply a lot of pressure on the breakdown. The Elephants at the moment a little bit lateral, and that's what pressure does. It forces the opposition to kick. Ref says play can continue. All-Stars a little bit isolated there, and the Elephants secure the scrum. A lot of people probably don't see it on the screen, but there's a strong wind at the moment that is blowing in the favor of the SA All-Stars Academy. Hence the Elephants is trying to run and can't easily apply pressure with the boot in terms of getting much needed territory.
Yeah, we saw that kick go up now and the wind hold it up. And again, it's just the pressure that this SA All-Stars defense has exerted on this Elephant side, forcing them into these mistakes. Unfortunately, forcing that turnover and then knocking it on. Elephants now have another opportunity, but as you touched on, Charles, it can be very difficult to run it out of their 22 into the wind.
That's always a challenge. And as you can see, the SA All-Stars Academy have run the changes, trying to keep all those legs fresh. But it's really been a squad effort in terms of how they've approached their tournament. Made sure they keep fresh legs on the field that is ready to compete and does not relent on the pressure in terms of applying that. Strong shove by the SA All-Stars Academy, and they get rewarded for it. And you can see it's lights on. It's one job and then on to the next one. Opting to go with a big runner forwards. Good tackle being made by Carl Albertus. As Seister again, 2 hands on 1 ball. Lovely little offload. And again, it's just too much pressure from this SA All-Stars Academy. And if things don't work out in the rugby, there's also a career in the circus with that little backflip. Wonderful score by Bokomosa Mona. And that youngster, also the way he uses his feet. So dangerous with ball in hand, Paul.
Yeah, they are operating on a different level here, Sean. And again, like you said, just the patience, the understanding of what they need to do. They know they're physically dominant. They go for that shove. They obviously have a call. They go for that shove. They know what they need to do. Again, had the opportunity to possibly slow it down 8 minutes into a game. No, we're sticking to our brand of rugby. We're going to go for it. We're going to quick tap. We're going to play. We're going to move these. We're going to move the Elephants around. And they really have done it with aplomb.
Yeah, you kind of feel for the Elephants. They had the quarterfinal and immediately have to compete once again, and that's just sometimes how the draw is such an important part of how things flow, especially when you play in knockout rugby and in a tournament structure like the rugby 10s. It's not always the easiest, as all of the teams that is competing here is you really compete at a high level here at the Rugby 10s Invitational. And as the second half is about to conclude, the Elephants will try to see how they can end off their tournament on a high. Good little burst through here on the blind. Now some space and an opportunity for Taylor Rueder. Again, 3 South African All-Stars Academy swarming and chasing those lost causes. And Seister would be very disappointed not to have been awarded that advantage. But it'll be interesting to see what they would do with the buzzer going off. Yes, they've said that is enough. It's the South African All-Stars Academy that is the first side to book their place in the Under-20 Men's Division final. And it has been scintillating rugby that has taken place in the semi-final. And we'll see after this semi-final 2, where the 4